we're going to shift gears back to our top story today, and that has to do with the welfare of teachers. Today is World Teachers Day. World Teachers Day, also known as International Teachers Day, is an international day held annually on the 5th of October. Established in 1994, it recommends the signing of the 1966 UNESCO ILO recommendation concerning the status of teachers, which is a standard-setting instrument that addresses the status and situations of teachers around the world. This recommendation outlines standards relating to education, personnel policy, recruitment, and initial training, as well as the continuing education of teachers. Their employment and working conditions. The theme of the World Teachers Day 2021 is Teaching at the Heart of Education Recovery. The theme recognizes teachers for their tireless efforts to keep teaching even during hardships like COVID-19 pandemic. Now, I want us to speak to Michael Agwanda, who is a school proprietor on the place of teachers in Kenya today. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Mr. Agwanda.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, now, I'd like us to start off with the importance of this day. It's quite, you cannot understate how much teachers play a part in the growth and, of course, education of everyone. And they literally, everyone in the country, literally, if you went to a school, you passed through the hands of a teacher, and therefore they are key in developing a country from the younger years of everyone who participates in the economy and every other part of a country. Now, could you speak to us about the importance, quite simply, of a teacher to a nation, and if you can even give it a global view, the whole world?
Today is a Global Teachers Day. It's a day when we epitomizes and glorify the teachers. It's a day we think about the teachers and what they've made all of us to be today. It's a day also we think about the issues and the challenges that the teachers are going through every single day. I think this day was created by a global organization so that we may periodically and annually have a day where we can have a candid discussion about teachers. I run a private school, and it's a boarding school and a day school from PP1 to class 8. A lot has changed in this country, and teachers are left wondering, are we in the right place or not? But that's not to say that we've not appreciated teachers. One thing I can say is other nations seem to appreciate teachers better than African nations. And as we talk about Global Teachers Day every single year, how we should have a deliberate discussion on the challenges that the teachers are going through every single day and try to mitigate on those challenges every single year, at least one by one. But today I want to say, especially starting with St. Anthony Wachara Christian School that I run, I want to thank those teachers and many other teachers in this country and globally for making us who we are today. Many teachers in this country, teachers in this country are
You've talked about appreciation, and that stood out for me because that could be multifaceted. Are you talking about in terms of just appreciating them for the value they give community, or is it at a governmental level where we need them to be fully employed, have systems and welfare systems for them, medical insurance that is a sure bet? What does appreciation for teachers look like for you?
In this country, first of all, the number one appreciation of teachers should be done by the parents. The parents who are still having their children going to school. Our children spend more time in school than they spend at home. And therefore, as parents, we need to take our responsibility, periodically go to school and let the teachers know that we appreciate their profession, we appreciate them shaping our children and impacting knowledge in our children. That should be number one appreciation that every parent in this school needs to do. I do that periodically. I go to where my children go to school. I get to know the teachers by their name, and I get to appreciate them just by great words of encouragement to say that we appreciate what they do.
Right.
The second way of appreciating teachers in this country is by ensuring that we properly enumerate them. Teachers in this country have done very well. Their union, NAT, CUPET, and many other agencies out there that is a collective union organization have really spoken on behalf of the teachers. And I think they can still do better. That appreciation of ensuring that teachers are paid well must be on the table for discussion every single year. But it's not just remuneration. We're thinking about retirement package for these teachers. We're thinking about insurance for these teachers. I know that the Avon, I think it was Avon, that the insurance that was covering teachers did not go very well, and now they've been reduced to NHIF and something else, and that is not very good. And that, to say only public, employed teachers are the ones benefiting from this. Majority of private teaching institutions or teaching schools do not even offer insurance to their teachers simply because they're not able to generate enough resources to offer. But that not to negate the necessity and the reason why every teacher in this country, regardless of whether they're teaching in private or primary school, should be able, private or public school, should be able to have an insurance. We're also talking about medical, what I call annual leave that needs to be given to teachers as well. I think this is really, really important to encourage teachers that we appreciate their work and we appreciate that they can also go and rest. There are many, many schools in this country where a teacher is having over 120 students or pupils in a classroom. That can tell you the amount of load of work that each teacher goes through every single day. When they go home, they still have a father, they still have a mother, they still have children to take care of, and they're still a spouse. And I can tell you, it's a daunting task that we must see. Another way to appreciate teachers in this country, is to ensure that we employ enough teachers so that teachers are able to just have enough work for exactly what they're supposed to do. I think there's a lot of overburdening teachers in this country with many students and fewer teachers. And you wonder why the government are constantly talking about employing teachers and they don't employ teachers. If you want quality education in this country, we must appreciate teachers by employing teachers. Let me tell you what is happening in this country. It is so bad that teachers have left college. They wait for now 10 years unless they know a politician or unless they know somebody in TSC, they will not be employed automatically. I think things must be reversed like it used to be before, that if you go to a TTC, the government can open a door for you and enable you to get a school and teaching. But I want to talk about some of the few challenges that also this country
Mr. Agwanda, I would like you to just hold that thought. That is Michael Agwanda. He's a school proprietor. He's speaking to us on World Teachers Day. World International Teachers Day is a day that is meant to look into the welfare of teachers, their continued, betterment